criminals, clerics, and even medical doctors have used a vast array of torture devices. These insidious instruments included the mundane and the exotic. The use of these devices to terrorize, to punish, to extract information and confessions leaves no visible trace. The Immigration and Naturalization Service estimates that not only do 400,000 torture victims live in the United States, but between 800 to 1,000 of their torturers do as well.
Did take place at hospitals, universities, and military bases around our nation. Some were unethical, not only by today's standards, but by the standards of the time in which they were conducted. They failed both the test of our national values and the test of humanity. The United States of America offers a sincere apology to those of our citizens who were subjected to these experiments, to their families, and to their communities.
Of the area hospitals and disturbing information we have for you.
Target 4 investigation tonight into America's test on her own citizens, government's guinea pig.
Yeah, Target 4 reporter Greg Lyon is here with our investigation tonight. Greg.
Well, Pete, Pam, we now know the classified research involved everything from atomic...
Without any implants. To avoid any acts of conspiracy due to simplicity of the action.
September 25th, 2006. Dear Mr. Katz, I've enclosed...
At the end of September, we got bizarre letter written by Mr. Machler himself, not by you, Mrs. Please take this serious note for consideration. We're communicating not on the flea market, rather U.S. Congress.
Lastly, if you continue to leave threatening phone calls on our office machines or come to either office in person, we will be required to report you to the Capitol Police per the rules of the House. You may respond to us in writing, and please direct all correspondence to our Washington, D.C. office. Sincerely, Jason Machler, Chief of Staff.
Mrs. Eshoo, did you ever been tortured? Can you imagine being agonized via a system of silicon chips rudely placed into the skulls of the innocent family to conduct Nazi experiments?
Prior to this appalling transgress, we never heard about silicon chips implanted into the human brain, mind control and behavior modification studies, congressional hearing and declassified programs illegally run by the military personnel, horrifying Montreal experiment executed by the Dr. Cameron under contract of CIA, and much, much more. Such a discovery heavily shocked us. Limited answers on our interest we were able to find by visiting local Mitchell Park Library.
A friendly librarian presented to us substantial work written by the professor of law and psychiatry at Santa Clara University, Mr. Alan Shefflin. The disturbing epigraph had emotionally delivered screaming voices of thousands of the victims who were rudely involved in appalling classified medical experimentations. A scream for help make me to call your office hoping for your assistance. And if you respond that you have never heard about McHouse, McNaomi, Pandora, Bluebird, Artichoke, Kaitl Pro, McCoulter, each of these heinous programs required use of human subject, children, adults. Who has right in this country to classify Nazi experiments and use children as human guinea pigs? Dear representative, we need an answer from you. How about disaster in the public hospitals? What other nations on the face of earth would allow to use public hospitals to achieve insane goals? Please handle the truth and do something about it.
Did take place at hospitals, universities, and military bases around our nation. Some were unethical, not only by today's standards, but by the standards of the time in which they were conducted. They failed both the test of our national values and the test of humanity. The United States of America offers a sincere apology to those of our citizens who were subjected to these experiments, to their families, and to their communities.
Apparently, one of the divisions of the U.S. government that carries on this heinous crime do have a hard time to admit felony committed against innocent children. And what is the most standout among of this monstrous transgression is torture.
I have been tortured by CIA in Stanford. They raped me.
Torture!
They raped me.
Torture!
This torture!
They tortured me. The impact.
Torture!
It's so horrible what they do.
Physical torture!
It's so disaster what they do. They torture me. Doctors.
Torture!
Doctors doing this. Stanford doctors. 3 o'clock in the morning. And they rape me. They rape me! Doctors, look at my face. This is a fascist. Those who hunt people around the world. Look at my face, world. Look what the skunk are doing, huh? To human being, to children.
It's so atrocious. It's so outrageous.
Mrs. Eshoo, do you understand that all that millions of American citizens were giving their lives for the freedom, for democracy, for justice, in the interest of the crime committed against the Katz family being rudely portrayed by the staff of your office? Your chief of staff accusing us of mental instability? This is so horrible. This is so outrage. Mr. Muffler has no right to respond on this statement. It does not direct it to him. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Mrs. Eshoo.